Suddenly Japan had to reconsider its plans. For Japan, that was a huge problem.
So the biggest resource that Japan needs at this point is oil. In 1939, all but 6% of its oil supply was imported, with roughly 80% coming from the United States alone. Running out of oil would basically spell doom for their military campaign in China, as well as their other territorial ambitions. There were also a host of other natural resources that Japan needed but could only get through imports, and that included scrap metal, coal, iron, all things that are vital to their war effort, and actually a lot of this stuff also comes from the United States.
To get those resources and grow its empire, Japan had a choice to make between what became known as the Northern and Southern strategies. The Northern strategy was backed by the Imperial Japanese Army and involved taking the oil, coal and iron-rich areas in China, Mongolia and Siberia. The Southern strategy, on the other hand, was backed by the Imperial Japanese Navy and instead involved striking south into British Malaya and the Dutch East Indies, similarly rich in oil and rubber. By the mid-1930s, the Northern Plan was already in full swing with attacks in Manchuria and China, and this had led to border disputes with the Soviets. These culminated in the huge Battle of Khalkhin Gol, in which the Soviet-Mongolian forces won a major victory. Suddenly Japan had to reconsider its plans.
So Japan's defeat at Khalkhin Gol basically pours cold water on their plans for northward expansion into Siberia, as does the signing of a non-aggression pact between the Soviet Union and Germany in August 1939. When Germany invades the Soviet Union during Operation Barbarossa in June 1941, these plans for an invasion of Siberia are briefly reconsidered, but Japan is bogged down in China. They're running out of natural resources and, it just doesn't happen.
With the army bogged down in China, it was the Navy who took up the mantle as Japan focused on its southern strategy instead.